Congratulations on your decision to pursue board certification. The Kentucky Network to Transform Teaching is excited to support your candidacy as an innovator, a teacher in a school that does not already have a board certified teacher. This funding is made possible by a U.S. Department of Education seed grant funded through the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. We are proud of KRS 161.131, a statute that Kentucky has that outlines the value of board certification and sets a goal that by the year 2020, every school in the Commonwealth will have at least one board certified teacher. This vision, when met, will spread the expertise of accomplished teaching to every school and eventually every student in the Commonwealth. I will talk you through the process and eligibility for the incentive. The steps are becoming a candidate, applying for the incentive, submitting at least one component, and then receiving the reimbursement. If you haven't already done so, you will need to set up a candidate account. Visit nbpts.org and click on the Get Certified link. Then select the Get Started link. The process of how to create an account, register, and purchase components is outlined in the Guide to National Board Certification. To access the guide, scroll down on the Get Started page. It's linked several times throughout the page for easy reference. You may also want to watch our series of Getting Started videos on kynt3.org for help. You will first need to ensure that you're eligible to start your candidacy. This information is both in the Guide to National Board Certification and in the eligibility section of the Get Started page on nbpts.org. Then you will start the application by clicking on the Register Now button on the Get Started page on nbpts.org. The guide outlines the registration and candidate application process step by step on pages 23 to 25. Please note that you will need to share your information with third parties, which is done on the Agreements tab when you're creating or modifying your account. In order to apply for the Innovator Incentive, you must first create an account, register by paying the annual $75 fee, and purchase at least one component. If you plan to purchase multiple components this year, you only need to purchase one before applying for the incentive. You could wait to purchase the other components closer to the National Board deadline or make payments up until the payment deadline. To apply for the incentive, visit kynt3.org and click on the application. The incentive is a one-time only reimbursement. If you've already received the incentive during last year's candidate cycle, you are ineligible to receive it again. The Innovator Incentive is not limited to one candidate per school. We know it isn't easy to be the first candidate in your school and would encourage you to enlist a colleague to go through the process of board certification with you. If the only board certified teacher in your school is your principal or another administrator, you will still qualify for the incentive. While a board certified principal still has positive influence on teachers and in turn students, we want to encourage teachers that work directly with students to be board certified. Some candidates are fortunate to receive fee subsidies from their districts or other organizations. To be eligible for our incentive, you must pay for at least $150 of your fees yourself. Once you have applied for the incentive, KYNT3 will verify that you are eligible. We will check our data to ensure there are no board certified teachers in your school. We will also check our candidate data to verify that you've purchased at least one component. You will receive an email from us to let you know whether or not you qualify. The applications are processed in the order in which they are received. You'll be notified if your application was received while the funds still budgeted to cover your reimbursement, or if you will be placed on the wait list to receive the reimbursement. You will need to complete your component and submit it by the deadline with National Board outlined in the Guide to Board Certification. Pearson will verify which candidates submit components in July or August of 2018. Once we receive that report, we will immediately begin processing reimbursements. Reimbursements will be processed through the Education Professional Standards Board directly to your payroll department at your district. Your district will receive directions to pay you the $150 without deductions. When the districts are emailed the directions and funds, you will also receive an email so that you can begin expecting your reimbursement and follow up with your school district. If you have any questions, there is an FAQ link on the KYNT3 website along with the application. Specific questions not answered by the FAQ sheet can be directed to Suzanne Farmer at the email listed here. Thank you for being an innovator and taking the initiative to improve your instruction for Kentucky students. Good luck with your candidacy.